because I know my strategy. I know the blocks here. I know the first test is the best test. I'm going to mark it in. I'm going to stop loss below the low, and I'm going to hammer it, and I'm going to make money. Or I'm going to get stopped out. But I trust it, and I know it's going to hit, and it hits, right? But I've done it over and over and over and over and over again, right? I know that we're double topping in here, and this order block retest in here is not as strong. Why? Because we have bullish momentum. We're trying to look for continuation this morning. Is this as bullish momentum? No, not really, right? Does this look like a double top rotation down? Yes. Are we overextended? Yes. Do we have liquidity below? Yes. So this test is better than this test. And I know how to distinguish between the two. I can see that we're trickling down and rolling over. Intention, right? The intention of your trade is so important, okay? We talked a lot about that last week. If you don't know what I'm talking about, intention, is it a scalp? Is it an intraday? Is it a swing trade? How long do you plan on holding it? Because time is the hardest thing to determine before you enter the trade. Am I in and out? Am I short and looking to hold this down to zero? You must determine that before you enter the trade, okay? Before you enter the trade. So that's trust, strategy, taking the trades. If you do not have trust in your strategy, you're going to hesitate. And when you hesitate, you lose, okay? Because this is full contact, and this is your money you're risking. Every time you put on risk, every time you put your capital at risk, it's full contact sport. You're going up against market makers, you're going up against skilled traders, you're going up against institutions, you're going up against absolute scam artists, whales, people who are manipulating the market. We're supposed to go in, take out a chunk of money, and go away. That's our job. We're retail. We try to think like whales. We try to think like market makers, but we want to participate as safely as possible with good risk management and take money out of the market. That's our job. I will take a chunk and I'll be happy with that chunk because 90% of people fail doing this. So let's try and be in that 10% category. Nice bounce. All right. So that's a bit about mindset. You don't have mindset work until you're nailed down on your strategy, okay, and your risk management. Then you can apply these things. You're supposed to push yourself too. Okay, so once you've compounded your account, you're supposed to increase your risk, right? I used to risk 300 to make 900. Now I risk 2,000 to make 6,000, right? So, and as you increase your size, there's going to be more of this to work on. Believe me, it's petrifying losing $2,000 in like 2 seconds. Trust me, guys, it's not fun. Right? I just lost a weekly wage as a carpenter as I used to be, right? However, it's nice making 10 grand in a day, I'll tell you that much. It's nice making a $12,000 trade yesterday, right? So that's the payoff, right? It's the same thing. It's just scalable, right? A couple of tricks I use for dealing with the numbers on the chart is instead of looking at the exchange, look at TradingView. So put your trade on TradingView. This is your trade, right? So instead of seeing $30, minus $30, minus $40, right? Instead of seeing that number in here, just look at TradingView. Put your risk on. Understand where your risk is, okay? Understand your trade setup and watch TradingView. It does help. Come trade live, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.